All right, thank you for joining us today, and let us go through this question together. So we have this graph here, and then we want to use the graph to find this, that, this, and that. Right. So I'll say something small about limit. For us to find limit as x is approaching 4, f of x, what we need to do is we need to find limit. We need to find the limit x is approaching 4 from the left of f of x, and also find limit x is approaching 4 from the right of f of x. So let's go and check it out. So when you find limit as s is approaching 4 from the left and then from the right, and if they are the same, it means that that's what you are going to get for that is the value that you are going to get for this. Right. So what is the limit as s is approaching 4 from the left? Now let's go. Don't forget s is approaching 4, so we need to use the x-axis. So where is 4? 4 is here. So what you need to do is anytime you have something like this and you want to read the graph, you can do this dot line that passes through 4 because s is approaching 4, right? Then when you are done, you look at the graph that is going towards the what? This red line here. So you can see that on the left side of 4, this is the left side of 4, and this is the right side of 4. So on the left side, we can see that there is a graph which is moving towards this. So we move till we get to this line. So when I move from this and get to this line here, then I need to trace it to the y-axis. So this one is going to give me 4. So we are going to have 4, right? Then let's go to the right hand side. This is the right hand side. I move like this. When I get to this, then I get to this side. So that one too is giving us 4. So this implies that this limit here is also 4 because the left and the right are the same. Right. Now let's look at f of 4. Now when you talk about f of 4 is, look at the graph here. This is where 4 is. So mostly if we want to look at the one that is like just f of 4, we need to look through this line here, and we need to look at the circle which is shaded, right? So we choose this from where the circle is shaded. So we have two circles on this line. We have this one and we have this one, but we can see that is this one which is shaded. I mean, it is closed, right? This is open. So for us to find f of 4, we need to pick the one which is closed. So the one which is closed is here. So we move to the y-axis and we get what? 5. So this is going to give us 5. So that's what you are going to get. Now for us to talk about C, we need to talk about, let's talk about the right side and the left side, right? And if this and this are the same, then we can conclude for this one, right? Then we look for f of 1 as well. So let's look for 1 because x is approaching 1. So first, let's look for f of 1 here. So let's go to 1. So this is 1. Now I said you need to look for these circles here. So we have two circles on x is equal to 1, but 1 is not shaded, 1 is shaded, right? So this is open, this is closed. So anytime you are finding f of something, you pick the one which is what? Close. So here, because this is close, we move it to the y-axis, and that one is going to give us 1. Very simple. Now let's look at when we are approaching x from the positive side. So as I said, let me draw this line here on the 1. So when I draw this vertical line here, it tells me that here is the right side and here too is the left side. So this one, we want to look at the right side. So this is the right side. So we need to look at the graph on the right side, and then we need to move along the graph on the right side towards 1. So we can see that the graph on the left side is this one. So we need to move towards 1. So we are coming and we get to this circle here, and then we trace to this line, and we are getting 1. So this is equal to 1. Is that right? Now let's go to the left side. This is the left side, right? So we need to look at the graph on the left side, then we move along that graph to this line here. So we can see that the left graph is this one. So when we move along, we get to this. So this is here, and we trace it and we get 2. So that one is going to give us 2. But now what we can see from here is the right is not the same as the what? The left. So we can conclude that this does not exist. And yes, we can even see it from here. Let me clean this one. We can see that there is a jump discontinuity here. The graph was continuous up to this, then we need to jump to here before we move along this line. So there is a jump discontinuity. So even with this function here, without even looking at it, we can see that the limit does not exist because it is a jump one. So the limit does not exist. Yeah. So this is how you are going to go through when a function graph is given like this. Right. Let's look at this one too. So I'll just leave this one for you to go through the process, and let's see if we are going to get all the things right. So we have this graph here. We want to find limit as s is approaching -2. So in the comment section, you do it A, then you put the final answer that you are going to get for this one here. Then B, we need gene of -2. So you come to the graph, then you come and look for gene of -2. We need gene of x as s is approaching 3, but we need to look at the left and the right first. So it followed the same procedure from the one that we did. So put your final results in the comment section and let's see what you are going to get.